And it is time for our weekly checkup with Santa Barbara County Public Health to get an update on the pandemic. And Public Health Director Vondo Reynoso joining us here on Midday. Thanks for being here. Let's start with last night. You were a virtual guest of Congressman Carbajal for President Biden's speech. Obviously, would have been a lot more exciting to actually be in the chamber for it, but still being honored last night. What was that like?
Good morning, Joe. It was a tremendous honor. An experience of a lifetime. It was thrilling to go to the reception, virtual reception, of course, and to listen to President Biden and then participate in the press conference with Congressman Carbajal after that. I left the evening feeling very inspired and very hopeful about the direction that our country is moving forward to.
Well, congratulations on the honor. It is a big deal, so that's it was pretty exciting to see you and Dr. Penny Bornstein from up in San Luis Obispo there as well. All right, let's talk about now what's happening today. We have these walk-up clinics that are underway. No appointment needed. We actually have a live picture right now that we're going to show all of our viewers of the clinic that is underway at the Earl Warren Showgrounds. Tell us how these work if people want to go.
You know, if you are ready to get vaccinated, show up. Nothing else is needed. Show up and we will gladly offer you a vaccine. It's that simple. We will do all the work. We just need you to show up so that we can offer you a vaccine.
Do you have enough staff for all these clinics that are popping up in different parts of the county, or is that something you're trying to get more people to help out with?
No, we are adequately staffed. We walk into these pop-up clinics or big mass vaccination clinics, and we are always adequately staffed. Of course, we sometimes will need special volunteers who can offer us interpretation skills, and that we would gladly help. And you know what, Joe, if I may, I'd like to take this opportunity just to really acknowledge all the hands, all the staff in our vaccination clinics, whether they be the huge mass vaccination clinics that you see at the Allen Hancock or in Lompoc, or even at our Santa Barbara Hilton. It takes a huge amount of effort to be able to vaccinate our community. We have helpers from the state contractors. These are individuals all over the country who've left their families and friends to come here to Santa Barbara County to make sure that we have the vaccination opportunities for our community members. We're joined by our Medical Reserve Corps volunteers. We're joined by other county department staff. We're joined by volunteers in the community. So I just want to give a huge shout out to all these volunteers and staff from all over who are lending their time here in Santa Barbara County.
It really is a remarkable effort that's underway, because I got vaccinated a couple of weeks ago, more than 2 weeks, it's been 3 weeks now, so I'm fully vaxxed, which is great. And it was at the Hilton, and you walk in the ballroom and there's people everywhere that are working, and it was a huge operation that was underway. So yeah, a big thank you to all of those folks, that many of them maybe retired nurses that have come back to help, or like you mentioned, coming from other places. So it really is a remarkable effort. All right, let's talk about the county launching these mobile teams to try to get to people that are maybe a little harder to reach. How has that been going?
It's going well. In the 3 weeks that we have been in operation, our mobile clinics have vaccinated over 2,200 individuals who could not or just through a variety of reasons were not able to go to our mass vaccination clinics. So we have been in H2A housing, we've been at ag sites, we've been in neighborhoods, we have been in workplaces, at Girls Inc. We've been all over our county. And so we really want to encourage employers, neighborhoods, nonprofits, anyone out there who can partner with us. So we want to make sure that we get towards that 80% of our community are vaccinated. And so we need everyone's help in utilizing our mobile vaccination clinics or come in to our walk-ups or our mass vaccination clinics.
You mentioned 80% is the goal. What are we at right now?
We're at 46%. 46% of our county have received at least one dose. And so we have quite a ways to go.
Vaccine hesitancy is something that so many people are talking about after the Johnson & Johnson vaccine was paused, and now it's being used again across the country, including here in Santa Barbara County. That's what's being given out at the Earl Warren Showgrounds today when you go there to get a vaccine. Are you concerned that people just won't want it because there's any risk at all?
You know what? We're prepared for that. We are prepared for some hesitancy, and that is why we offer all three. We offer the Pfizer, the Moderna, and the Johnson & Johnson. And I think that there are community members who are gladly requesting the Johnson & Johnson, whereas there are other community members who prefer to get the Pfizer or the Moderna. So in all of our clinics, we are transparent about what vaccine that we will be using, and it's really up to the community members to choose the clinic that fits their thinking.
All right, so we got some new guidance from the CDC this week on what fully vaccinated people can do. Everybody's excited about this. Summer's coming. Can I go on a vacation? Those are the questions. What do you tell people now?
You know what? I tell people that the bottom line, get vaccinated, because these guidelines are based on what fully vaccinated people can do. And so we can resume normalcy once we are fully vaccinated. And while these are updated guidelines from CDC, last night on a CDPH call, they shared the draft guidelines, and it pretty much mirrors what CDC is offering. So I anticipate that our state will be releasing our own guidelines to mirror that of CDC very shortly. Again, really wanting to underscore, this is really guidelines for fully vaccinated people. Want to make sure that every member of our community sees that opportunity to get vaccinated. We have vaccination available every day of the week throughout our county. So access is no longer a barrier.
And let's finish up with schools. We've had kids back in school now for a couple of months, depending on where they are and what the district that they're in may have looked like when it comes to their return plans. Are we seeing cases, though, in schools from any of these returns?
You know, we are tracking the number of cases among school-age children, so anywhere from the 12 to 17-year-olds, and we are seeing an increase in cases. But I want to give the context. So even though the cases are increasing among the 12 to 17-year-olds, they are nowhere near the number that we saw early in January, February, or even March. And so that's the context. I am worried and wanting to make sure that our community, in particular, the younger, the 12 to 17, and the families are aware of safety precautions and adhere to them. That's the only way that we are going to be able to stop the spread. And part of that, again, is vaccination of 16 and above.
All right, Vonda Reynoso, thank you so much for joining us. She is the Director of Santa Barbara County Public Health, and honored last night as being a virtual visitor at the President's speech. So we certainly appreciate you, and we'll talk with you next week again.
Thank you, Joe.
Thanks, Vaughn.